I don't have any positions, honestly, but then I'll just put them up. I have 400 leaps on ASST going out to January 2027 and 305 leaps, 2.5s and 5s. Here's my BMNU position. I'm long 1,500 shares. Okay, this all started with a covered strangle. Let me explain this situation. I'm long 1,500 shares at 913. Stock is 541. But the day I bought the 1,500 shares, I sold the 10 puts and the 10 calls for $2.30. So that's expiring today. So that's $2.30. So I will be assigned another 1,500 shares at 10 minus the 10 minus the 230, so 770, right? So lowering cost basis already. Number two, then I went and sold 8 and 10 strangle. So I'm going to get assigned at 8, but I took in 85 cents for those. So I'm going to get assigned another 1,000 shares at 8. No, 500 shares at 8 minus the 85 cents, 615. And I sold 7 puts, 10 strangle at 65 cents, expiring today. So I'm going to get assigned another 500 shares, 7 minus the 65 cents, and 635. So stock is 545. So position is going to be underwater, I have no doubt. So once I'm assigned all these shares, what's the plan for Monday? Well, this is the plan for Monday. It's not that difficult. My overall cost base is going to be probably like 780 or something, somewhere in that range. Very doable. I got involved at like 9 and I'm not getting smashed. I'm down, obviously. But let's look at it. Let's look at December. A bad thing with this is they don't have weeklies. They have monthlies. So what's my plan? Okay, well, by Monday, if the stock is 6, let's say, or 5.5. I want to add now. This time cover strangle will continue, but not on a symmetric basis. So I will sell, let's say stock is at 5.5. I will sell December 5 puts for $1.25 easily. And then December 10 calls, 10s at 40 cents. $1.67 credit. So once I own the shares, I will put on a covered strangle, short the 5 puts, long the short the 5 puts, short the 10 calls for a total credit of 167. Okay. So if the stock is at 10, I get called away at 1167. 5,000 shares or 3,500 shares will make me 12, 15 grand, because my cost basis is going to be about 7 and change after I get assigned today. Or stock is below 5, I will buy more shares at 337. Accumulate more shares, because at some point Ethereum will have a bounce back rally, and I'll get my ass out that way. But I'm not concerned yet. How about like this morning, like you, sir, I didn't go buy more shares. I will wait patiently and then put on that strategy come Monday. And it's my way of kicking the can down the road, if for lack of a better word. I am long 5,000 shares of BZAI, 243. I like the company. I'm down about 12, 15 cents on that. And last but not least, I'm long 210. I had put credit spreads on all of these. I closed them all out, close to max loss, actually. And I can imagine, I put credit spreads on at 15, 12.5. Stock is 955. Talk about, if I was just naked puts, where would I be? Right? I put credit spreads on at like $1.60 and covered them at $2.15, $2.20. Yeah, I lost 60 cents as opposed to losing $6.50. So that's what I'm saying. I was doing on SBET with MNAV of 0.81. I started at 15. Stock is 9.5. Why? Because Ethereum is down 40%. Exactly why. So when you're getting involved in these things, buyer beware. Know what the F you're doing. So I'm cash. I don't know. I have tons of cash. So I'll deploy some cash on BMNU and put the covered strangle on for December. I get called away. Great. I don't get called away. They expire worthless. My cost basis is going to drop by $1.67 if the stock is between 5 and 10. If it's below 5, I'm going to get assigned more shares at 3.35. Great. And then one cover call later, I'll be profitable or keep doing the same thing. Did I want it? Did I want to get called? Okay, when I bought the stock at 9.13 and sold the 10 puts, 10 calls at 2.30, I'm like, yeah, I'll be okay. What am I talking about? Stock at 461 today. So, but that's why you just kind of size correctly. If you size incorrectly because your eyes are wide open because of all that premium you took in, you're going to be in pain. Big amounts of pain. So let me answer a couple more questions, go through some charts for the weekend. I'm not buying anything. My member said, what are we buying? I'm like, I'm not buying shit. Goose. Hey, he hit it. He found it. There you go. That was my nickname because I'm always cool and calm. You can't tell if I'm making money or lose money. And you just got to be cool and calm under pressure. And sure enough, we had some wonderful days of pressure. Gotta love pressure. Let's look at some charts. Let's look at some. Should we look at some charts? Yeah, we should look at some charts. We should look at some chopstick analysis. There is BMNU, for frick's sake. Ridiculous. Can you guys see this? I hope you can. Did I click the right button? Yeah, you guys can see this. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, so this is BMNU, but let's start with the indexes. Let's start with SPX. Yeah, they're kind of reversing today. I mean, I don't like drawing lines on my charts too many. So 20 EMA, 50 EMA. Huge reversal yesterday. Reversing yesterday's reversal. So yeah, I don't trust this rally today at all. So I'm looking for more pain for myself on Monday. But we'll see. Triple Q. Okay, so let's look at high to low. Peak to trough. 636. Today's low. 580. 55 points. What is that? Like 8%. Okay, let's look at some charts. Let's look at, well, let's start with BMNR. Disaster. Okay, well, let's not look at BMNR. Let's look at ETHA. Okay, folks? ETHA is the 2X. ETHA is the Ethereum ETF. Okay? There you go. I mean, if Ethereum goes down, BMNR is going to go down. BMNR is not going to do anything on its own. How about this? IBIT is the Bitcoin ETF. Okay, we see that waterfall. Okay, well, look at MSTR. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Oh my God, I was wrong. 166. I'm thinking it's 180. Oh my God. God help you if you're short puts on this fucking thing. Yeah, like see what I'm saying? They're going down more than Bitcoin because MNAV is getting crushed. And people go like, oh, look at BMNR. Look at the chopsticks here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. You know, the fools on X have drawn like lines here. Look at this wedge breakout. This wedge, that wedge, the other wedge. Wedge your ass. Wedge. Fucking fools, man. I can't stand these people. And hopefully none of you are getting burned following some of these jokers out there. Okay. Let's look at some charts I'm following. Apple's doing fine. High level consolidation. We'll go through the next 7. Here's your meta pain. Meta is meta pain. Yeah, sell puts on Meta. Okay. Okay, let's look at it. Okay, stock is 760. You look at the 200 EMA, 680. Earnings are coming out. Yeah, I'll sell the 680 puts for 3 days for, I don't know, $5. Good juicy premium. Oh, you're $80 in the money now. I got you. Okay. Well, yeah, that doesn't work. How about Oracle? That's good. Oracle? Holy shit. Under 200 now? Yeah, you guys remember that big gap up day? The AI circle jerk Enron, well, you know, Sam Altman snake oil salesman bullshit going on there. Yeah. Oh, I'll give you the 30 billion. Your stock goes up 50 points. Oh, then you give AMD the 50 billion. AMD goes up 50 points. Oh, then we turn around and give it back to OpenAI. OpenAI goes up 50 points. This is called the circle jerk. It's the biggest bullshit I've ever seen. That's what Michael Berry's talking about. Not that I don't care about what Michael Berry does. Palantir. That's kind of trying to reverse today. That's quite a fall. 207 down to 140. And this is the good ones, folks. Okay. There are some bad ones out there. Hood. They're all trying to reverse today. I'm not buying this reversal today at all. 154 down to 104, 102. 50 points. Diamond hands. Okay. Nvidia. Nvidia is trying to reverse as well. Actually, that's not that bad of a correction on Nvidia. Again, I'm not buying this reversal today unless we have a big ass follow through on Monday. VIX. Yeah, VIX is tanking today, but every time VIX gets elevated, by the way, folks, all those Greeks change. So be super duper careful about any of that stuff. So let's look at some really painful situations outside my pain. Let's see. ABAT. ABAT, American Battery, right? Okay. Yeah. How do you guys like them apples? 1140 down to 3.5. I mean, this is not a long period of time. It's about a month of trading. Okay. I like a couple of them in there actually. I like AP. Well, I did like APLD, Applied Digital. Yeah, 40 down to 18. Okay, cool. I like FSLY. That's one of my favorite charts and stocks at the moment. Yep. See, the pullbacks are on good ones. The pullbacks are going to be 20 EMA, and then they're going to bounce right back up. Okay. The bad ones like Rigetti. Yeah, that hit the 200 EMA. What are the odds of that? You can see my short labels there. F me. I was whatever. 58 to 20. That's Oklo. Oh, they're all hitting their 200 EMA. So yeah, 193 to 78. Yeah, short puts. Sure, it works. Yeah. All good. Fuck is wrong with people, man? Actually, that's holding better than I thought. IREN. That's on its way to 200 EMA. That's got another 10 points to go. CLSK. Holy shit. 24 to 9. 8. 9. I may buy some of that actually. It's right into support now. I mean, if I waited this long. Yeah, it's right into support now. I'll pay attention to it on Monday. Some of these high flyers, ACHR. Yeah, no problem. 15 to 6. Okay. Yeah, man. Selling puts and selling calls. If you saw calls, if you saw puts, how you surviving these names and numbers? It's bloodbath out there. And that's what the index is 3% from their highs. Definitely some other shit going on. I like Baidu actually. Yeah, it's called 200 EMA. I like Baidu quite a bit. I bought UPS in my long-term investment account. I like it quite a bit. Yep, it's responding beautifully. I have 4 stocks. Kava, I'm eating about 12 points on that, or 13 points. No, actually, I'm eating much less now. Up pretty big today. Up 6 today on Kava. Lovely. I have a full position on that. I got assigned last Friday. My full position is at 50. I think my average is about 61, maybe, or maybe right around 60. Okay, no problem. I'm long Lulu. Right about here. I was long Nike, made the money, got out. I'm definitely long Google. I got lucky on this one. Bought it at the pandemic or the tariff musical chairs low, about 145. I will not be selling this for a long time. Is it more than a double? No, it's long term. You also have to figure out tax ramifications, long term capital gains, short term capital gains. When you're doing these option things, it's all short-term cap gains, right? Okay. What else? If you guys have any questions, put it up, but I need to go get a cup of coffee. Let me look at my watch list. Oh, I'm a huge fan of the 52-week high list now. In fact, you can set that up on any broker, Robinhood, whatever. There's always something going up, okay? Lemonade, I'm a huge fan of the company. I like the chart quite a bit. Netflix is struggling right at the 200 EMA. Oh, it's under it now. Yeah. They announced a split. Stock went up like 10 points, and I was like telling my members group, I go, why do stocks go up when they announce splits? Means nothing. The dumb shits get in there. ASTS. That's on the 200 EMA, so I may be looking at that. That has a 2x ETF. ASTX is the 2x ETF on that one. See, patience, man. You just gotta wait. Wait until there's 50 days. None of the 50 days held. None of the stuff held. So 200 EMA will hold. Hopefully, low risk trade. I like that one. Rocket Lab at the 200 EMA. See, if you're gonna get in, this is the time to get in. Low risk trades. Again, none of this is trading financial advice. Definitely lower risk than what they were before. Kava up 6. You gotta love it. Is Chipotle up that much? Not that much, but still up. I like Kava up 6. Cool. Coinbase. That must look like shit. Oh my God. God help him. I honestly did not know MSTR was 160s. Holy shit. Oh, 173 hit 166. Wow. What a disaster. See, you guys want to talk about MNAV? Okay, let's do it. IBIT is the Bitcoin ETF, right? Okay. Let's pick a date. Let's pick this date right here. So that's December. Well, let's pick this date right here. IBIT. January 21st. Okay. So on January 21st, it closed at 60. Today we're at 48. Okay. So that's 12 points, about 20%. Okay. So let's look at MSTR and see the disaster with these MNAVs. January, what was it? January what? January 21st. Okay. MSTR, January 21st. January 21st, right there. $400 even. So Bitcoin is down 20% from January 21st of this year. MSTR is down at 172. 400 to 172 is 230 points. Down 60%. Now you guys understand MNAV? Enough said. There you go. Yep. I can't make it any clearer for people who like these stats. I do like them for trading. I don't, if you're gonna Bitcoin and Ethereum, just buy and hold Bitcoin and Ethereum. Or buy the ones that are under 1 MNAV and still get smashed like me in SBET, for example. Or BMNU. Yep. We'll see. I don't know. Bleeding is bleeding. We're all bleeding. I like LAC actually. Yeah, Trump is in there. Actually, at this price at 200 EMA, I like it. See, Neo got to shit. It got down to 200 EMA too. Huh? They're all testing 200 EMA. With the exception of the strong ones, they are not testing 200 EMA. Yeah, here's a good one. Check this one out. METC. That didn't even hold the 200 EMA. That's just going straight down to 5 or 10, whatever. 58 high, 15 low. Yeah, sell some puts. It'll work out. Sure. Sure, it'll work out. Microsoft. Breaking 200 DMA. Not a good thing. Oh, the 2X ETF on MSTR is MSTU. It's $1. Yeah. Gotta be careful, folks. I'm not wishing bad on anyone, but if you don't know what you're doing, they'll gladly take your money. Micron. Yeah. Strong ones hold the 20 and 50. Weak ones hold the 200. AMD. Yeah, solid correction there. Yeah, that's going to the 200 EMA. That's going to 180 probably. 190. We looked at Oklo. What a disaster that is. The sad thing is I was short all of them. Oracle. Where is Oracle going to stop? Is it going to stop? Or are they going? Their CDSs are going through the roof. Luckily, I got out of my call debit spread with like 40-cent profit. That was it. And then yesterday in the morning, I would have made a little bit more. But did that thing reverse? Oh man, look at that thing. 345 down to 200. Yep, sell puts, sell calls. It works. Well, Oscar got into support. That definitely did down to 13. That's trying to kind of reverse. Okay, there's a potential there. So you just got to be patient. I like this stock quite a bit. UiPath. That got into support. So a lot of things are coming into support. So if you have the cash now, you can start deploying some cash. Slow and steady. Pony AI. Yeah, that's just a hot knife through butter, man. Yeah, there's so much technical damage on these stocks. You just gotta wait. Let them settle down a little bit. You're not missing much. PayPal. Wow. Holy crap. Okay. Riot, CLSK, Mara. Where's Mara? Oh man, still red for the day. 24th and 10. Gosh. And the CLSK. I don't know which one to buy. Mara probably. Just for a trade, buy some shares. They have 2X ETFs, by the way. CLSK is CLSX. Oh, it's more expensive than the shares. No, I ain't doing that. Mara. I don't know what Mara's 2X ETF is. What is it? MRAL. Oh yeah. Okay. I'll trade this one. Does this have options? It does. Wonderful. MRAL. Okay. What can we do here? They don't even have sixes. Holy shit. Oh, it's November. Let's go to December. Oh my God. Look at these spreads. How can we trade this thing? Nah, just buy the shares. Nickel bid 170 offer on the sixes. Probably get like buck something out of it. I'm gonna do a synthetic. Sell the 6 puts, buy the 7 calls. Sell the 6 puts. Yeah, it's not tradable, man. Wow. Buy the 7 calls. 30-cent debit. Well, with that kind of spread, calls are nickel bid 230 offer. Yeah, no, I don't want to get robbed by the market maker. I'll just buy the shares. $6. MRAL. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. We'll go back to charts. A couple more charts, and then I'll say goodbye. I think this was a long session today, man. Plus, I have like a little bit of a cold. Gold is consolidating, to be honest. Yeah, it's nice. NUGT also consolidating. Okay. Well, here's the dollar index, folks. This is how much you have lost this year so far. Yeah, 110 to 96. You lost about, we rallied a little bit, so we lost about 8% of your buying power. Yeah. Yep. We'll look at all that. Okay, well, I'm gonna say goodbye. Oh, SanDisk. That pulled back like $100, I think. Yeah, 284 down to 170 something. Wow, that would have been a good short. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Tesla. TLT rates are still going higher for some reason. I don't know. Fed cannot control the rates, folks. They can control the short end, not the long end. Last but not least, Tesla. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that chart. Uber down to 83. That may be an interesting purchase. No. Upstart, United Health. United is bouncing. Okay. Zillow is bouncing. There are some ugly charts. All these things need to take time. They need to take time and heal. And if the V bottom doesn't come and we get another hammer leg down, be careful, folks. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's all I can say.